Hello, everyone, and welcome to Spiritual Awakening Talk and Stories. And this podcast is inspired and comes to you from a place of love. And that's what this podcast is built on. If you tune into my channel, you will never hear any negativity to me, from me, though I do acknowledge there is negativity in the world. Of course, I do. But you're never going to hear negative messages from me. So if you like positivity and you are on your spiritual path, your spiritual journey, you have found the right place. You have found your little safe place from the world and from the judgment of maybe the people who are in your life that might not understand your spiritual journey right now. But I'm here to tell you that's okay if people don't fully understand you. Find people who do. Maybe it's time to let go of some of those people. And if they are family members, you can't let go of them. You just have to love them more. It's your call to love people more, to accept them for who they are, even if they are not accepting you. This spiritual path is not an easy one. It's not an easy path to walk. But I want you to know that there are many people like you on a spiritual journey, on a spiritual path of self-discovery and discovering our world in a brand new way, no matter where you are, no matter how old you are or where you are on your journey with your spiritual enlightenment, development, and growth. And I'm not talking about religion, okay? Because we're all familiar with religion, and all of the programming that happens with religion and all of the division that can happen just between different religions, even different Christian religions. There's division, and I could never understand that. Why would a message of love have division in it? You have to think about things, and if you've been thinking about that, well, ding, 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 I've been thinking about it too. I think about things a lot, and I feel like that is how we grow. We have to think about things. We can take information in, right? And then we process it through our own filter, which is our brain, our heart, our body, our mind, our spirit, right? And what we have is ours alone. We are unique. There is never going to be another one of me, and there's never going to be another one of you. And some people might say, thank God, right? But all joking aside, that's the truth. You are unique, and you are designed to be that way, and no one is going to experience life exactly the way you do, and that's a beautiful thing. But we do have to find some common ground, right? Somewhere. We do have to find some people that resonate with us, that feel us, that understand us. And I have found that those people are spiritual people. They love God, they love creator, they love the great spirit, source, the universe. Whatever word resonates, they know that there is a higher power greater than us that is above and overseeing. I don't want to say controlling because that's the wrong word. Overseeing everything that happens in our world. And we have free will. We make choices every single day. We make mistakes every single day. Some people call them sins. Whatever you call them, they are what they are. We are human. We are not perfect. We are here to learn. So that's what I like to share in this podcast. And if you have a spiritual awakening story that you would like to share, please reach out for me, because I'm always looking for people to come on to share their story. It could be a near-death story. It could be a story that you've had, maybe you've seen spirits. Maybe you've had connections or visitations from beings not of this realm or of this world. Maybe you've seen things in the sky that are not airplanes. What's your story? I'm interested. I feel like that's what makes us all so unique and interesting is our stories. And back in the olden days, I always go back to this image in my mind where people would gather around a campfire and share their stories. And that's what's missing in our world today, connection and our sharing of stories. Because what do we leave behind when we inevitably leave this planet? We're not here forever. Our consciousness will fade. We will go to where we originated from, and our body will no longer be animated, will no longer be alive. So, what is left behind when everything about us physically is gone? Hopefully, there'll be somebody left that remembers you, that remembers a story about you, that remembers something beautiful about you and tells that story. That's what's important. That's our legacy. That's what we leave behind, you know, the essence that was us. So, um, what I wanted to speak about today is, and I like to keep my podcast, brief because I know everybody's very busy and we don't have a lot of time. But I was just connecting in with some of the experiences I've had with my spiritual awakening. And this, my internet just cut out again. It does that a lot. I'm very sorry. I really have good internet here. So I don't know why it does that. It does it with StreamYard. So I'm gonna have to check into that. So thanks for hanging in while the screen just kind of went bloop and then faded to black and came back. But so what I have found on my spiritual journey is a lack of understanding or a lack of support and even ridicule, and sometimes a full-on attack on my being, my person, because people don't understand, or maybe they're fearful and they're not where you are, and that's okay. you know you just keep being who you are. You just keep shining your light. You just keep sending that love to these people that don't understand you, and give that understanding to yourself. Okay, so part of the spiritual awakening journey in the process is self-awareness, is giving yourself love and kindness and acknowledging what a beautiful individual you are. And that's not from ego. That's not from, oh, I'm so great. I'm so much better than everyone else. No, it's coming from that place of understanding of yourself, that groundedness, that strength in knowing that you are not going to change who you are for anyone, and nor would God, creator, universe, want you to. On the contrary, God wants you to be everything that you are to be in this world. And if it's different than somebody else, that's the way it's supposed to be. That's the way you were designed. That's the way you were created. And that is awesome. And that awesomeness is you. And that awesomeness is me, and that awesomeness joins together in this life as a collective right now. So I just came on here today to just share that. I don't want to get too deep into it, but there is pain, when people don't understand us. But you have to meditate and connect in with that divine spark within, and just give yourself the grace and just know that it feels kind of icky right now, or maybe you had an interaction with somebody and they were very unloving and very unkind to you and they just didn't understand you. Just know that this is not solely because of who you are. This is an inner struggle maybe they're going through, you know and they need some love and understanding. So try not to lash out. Try not to be reactive to these people. Just be strong in your convictions about your beliefs and how you see this world, not just the world that we are on as planet Earth, but also the understanding of many layers, many dimensions that kind of overlap and can kind of seep into this dimension. And some people have more awareness of those layers, those dimensions, than others. And you are probably one of those people that has more of an understanding of those layers, those dimensions. Otherwise, you wouldn't be looking at this podcast. In the header for this podcast wouldn't have drawn you in, right? So just keep walking your walk, talking your talk, and I guarantee you, just keep doing that, and people will find you. People will share things with you. So just keep all of those channels open and be open to what people have to say and really listen to them. Really try to understand where they're coming from, not from a place of judgment, not judging that person, even if they're judging you, but to sit in that neutral place and try to understand. And I feel like the more we understand each other, the more we elevate in consciousness, the more we get to those higher places, the more we see more beautiful things in our world. Because when you look out in the world right now, there's a lot of chaos, right? There's a lot of unrest. There's a lot of instability. There's a lot of things that we see dismantling, falling apart, crumbling. But do know that things sometimes have to fall away to restructure, regroup, rebuild, to become a more beautiful thing where more people can grow and heal and learn and be and create, because we are creator beings. We came here to create things. We came here to love. We came here to appreciate. We came here to understand all of those things, but we came here to experience love. And so if we don't experience that love coming to us from others, we are called to connect in with the higher consciousness, with the higher aspect of love, to bring that down into our world, within ourselves, to fill ourselves with that light of God, with that Christ-like consciousness, energy, and light, and love, and understanding. We are just sometimes just are being somewhere, even if we don't talk to anyone, if we are somewhere, just setting the intention that our light is shining in somehow and in some way that is mystical and mysterious to us, that light will be shared with someone else. People notice. They may not know exactly what it is, but they'll feel it. And you might find people opening up. So if this podcast resonated with you, please leave a like and share it with a friend. And let's get these spiritual conversations started. Let's get the spiritual side of us out there. And if you're religious, beautiful. Share your thoughts. Share how you feel about what's going on in the world today. Share your love, your understanding, and your peace with whatever it is you have from divine, from God, from creator, from universe, from Jesus, as that Christ light consciousness, of that beautiful gift of understanding through the heart, through connectedness. So that is my message for today. I am sending you light, love, peace, and blessings of all kinds. And if you would like to connect with me, you can visit my website, www.whisperingwindpsychiccowgirl.com. And you can visit my Facebook page, Reverend Melissa Kennedy. I'm actually doing a drawing for free animal communication. So all you have to do is like and comment and share on my post, and you'll be entered into a drawing to win a free animal communication. I think it's so important that we understand that animals are so much more than what they are as well. So that is part of my mission. So I'm ending this podcast. I promise I am now done. It all came out. So thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.